you about it. Talk to me about your process. How does it work that you ended up selecting incumbents, but really any candidate to run for any office?
Well, it depends on the circumstances, but for the most part, we will usually support our incumbents. The candidates who we work with, Democrats who represent their communities, have a proven track record and have done great work and have been a part of the organization, not only in terms of the responsibilities in their district, but also in terms of our politics as a borough and how that's important to the state picture, the federal picture, and everything else that influences our neighborhoods. So by default, we traditionally have endorsed Democrats, incumbents. Oftentimes, there might be a situation where we don't, depending on the issues, but for the most part, we are expected to do so if things are going well and that individual's done their job. We've also had circumstances where there's been open seats and we'll have great friends of the organization challenging one another, and that gets trickier. We have to look at a body of work. We have to look at what the local leadership in that community, both elected, community, political voices, and what their thoughts are on who's best suited to represent them. And in some cases, for example, Rafael Salamanca City Council seat, the minute Maria stepped down from that seat, it created a nonpartisan election. In that situation, since it wasn't going to necessarily be a Democratic candidate, but rather every candidate would name their own party, we went through a process where we created an interview process, and we invited everyone who was interested in our support to come forward and talk to the leadership of the county organization and tell us about their visions and plans. We asked some pointed questions about their background and their intentions, and in the end, I think that process proved very well. We were able to support Rafael, and he's done an amazing job.
Do you interview all the candidates, all the ones who have announced, let's say, or do, let's say, independent candidates come to you and say, hey, can we have the floor?
Often, very often. Actually, our door is always open to anyone running for office who wants to, discuss with us the circumstances of a race. If they want to, request our support. I've met with a number of candidates running against incumbents that we are supporting, and the door is always open. I think, we believe in democracy. We believe in the process that allows individuals to put their case forward. We believe that should be done the right way and for the right reasons. I will tell you, there are often candidates who are statement candidates, people who run without necessarily the intentions of winning or serving, but rather to cause other impacts. And, we deal with that as it comes along. But our door is always open to anyone who wants to talk to us, almost anyone. Sometimes people say things and cross certain lines, but we've often do that. And I've met with a number of candidates in this cycle who are challenging incumbents that we're supporting.